Now it's 20 past the hour, almost 30 years since this.
Tanks and troops are patrolling the streets of central Peking after the bloody operation to crush student-led protests.
Thousands of people, most of them innocent civilians.
They did the fire extinguisher and his clothes went out quite quickly, but he himself was still alight.
They believe that some of the soldiers on top of this bridge are about to start opening fire. In fact, there's just been the sound of rapid gunfire.
In 1989, the Chinese army cracked down on pro-democracy student protesters in Tiananmen Square, killing hundreds, perhaps thousands of people. The numbers continue to be disputed in China. Now, a controversial official who said no one was killed during the massacre has died, and his death isn't being reported or marked in China at all. China media analyst Kerry Allen told me more.
Yuan Mu he was a very controversial figure back in the 80s because he was one of the officials who made the statement saying that he believed that nobody had died in Tiananmen during the protests in 1989. He said that only about 300 people had died in the protests full stop, but he said that nobody had died even though reports said at the time from international media that it could have been thousands of people who died in Tiananmen Square.
And what's being said about it in China?
Absolutely nothing.
Amazing.
It is quite surprising, yes. I mean, he's an official, and normally any officials who die, prominent officials, because he was a state councillor, they will be marked in the media. But China has a lot of sensitivities about the Tiananmen Square massacre. It outright blocks any mentions annually. It denies that they ever happened. And his name is actually a censored search term on social media. So if anybody wanted to search about him today, they would see no results, a message saying, according to relevant government rules and regulations, these results cannot be displayed. And also there's indication that some media had posted about his death because it has been recognised, but these reports have since been taken down. So if you search on Baidu, which Chinese people use instead of Google for his name, you will see cached reports saying he died aged 91, but when you actually click these, the reports have been taken off air.
And it's indicative of almost 30 years after it happened, the level of sensitivity the Chinese authorities still feel about Tiananmen Square.
Yes, and they only get more and more serious. There's a long list of terms, even very, very innocuous terms that government censors have got a record of, that they make sure that people don't talk about this. And it's quite common to see every year in June during the anniversary, there'll be censorship of even words like 46. So if somebody said, I've just turned 46, their post would be censored because people use this to say 4th of June, the 4/6, 6 month, 4th day. And similar terms like this. Another one that's quite innocuous that happens every year that gets censored is little candle emoji. People use this as a symbol of commemorating someone or something. So even though someone might just post a candle emoji on that time, their post will be censored because the government will see this as people trying to creatively say that they're against the government denying this event ever happened.
Our China media analyst Kerry Allen with me.